Krishna explained the essence of Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna at his time of need and self-doubt. Lord Krishna is wise in teaching the essence of life and value of duty in 15 minutes. He said one must perform in life without worrying about the result. Lord Krishna promoted discipline and diligence. It is discipline that will help you keep your conviction steady and help you act, not react. Arjuna's discipline helped him to subdue to outside restrictions and establish a strong bond with Krishna to receive and accept his timely advice. Lord Krishna talks about surrender, savior of sorrow. We are surrendering to our most intimate supporter and supreme Lord. Lord Krishna's advice is universal and applicable to all generations, ages, and colors across the world. He taught us to surrender, which is a very powerful tool. In true surrender, one surrenders desire instead of surrendering to desire. Surrender does not mean to be passive or inactive. In fact, sometimes means being willing to face the fight, a fight for the right, like Lord Krishna wanted Arjuna to do.
Slow down, guys. Stop slowly, so we can hear you.
Jai Shri Manaranga. My name is Ritik Janu, and today I will talk about the diverse characteristics of Arjuna. We should all strive to be like Arjuna. There are a lot of things we can learn from him, such as his smarts, virtues, and self-reflection. His morals and virtues can help us achieve tasks in our daily life. Arjuna's relentless pursuit of archery mastery underscores the importance of hard work. The Kurukshetra War became a canvas for his strategic mind, showcasing clear thinking in chaos. Arjuna was a very good team player. In the war, Duryodhana's side was very unorganized. On the other hand, Arjuna, with very less people, showcased a clear, organized team, which led to their victory. Arjuna also has very good self-control and a clear sense of purpose. But one time, Arjuna had an emotional breakdown. He mastered emotional discipline, but when the war started, he looked at the enemy side and froze, seeing all his kith and kin standing there. He knew this was coming, but on the war he froze and even started to cry. Fallen in sorrow and despair, only Lord Krishna was able to guide him to the right path and channel emotions in the right way. In conclusion, Arjuna is an exemplar for navigating life's complexities with wisdom, resilience, and an understanding of both strengths and vulnerabilities.
Jai Shri Narayana. I'm Siddharth. Today I'll be talking about Duryodhana. In Bhagavad Gita, Duryodhana is shown to be the exact opposite of who you should be in your life. Selfish and arrogant. Duryodhana's goal was the destruction of the Pandavas. However, instead of seeking advice from his elders, he showed his command over them rather than listening. Additionally, Duryodhana saw the army of Pandavas and their superior discipline, and he panicked, and he started blaming his gurus. Duryodhana was not willing to seek proper advice from his elders, nor properly analyze the situation in the war, which is what led to his downfall. Jai Shri Narayana.
Jai Shri Narayana. My name is Karti. Vishada is a Sanskrit word meaning sorrow. In the epic Mahabharata, it describes how different characters face Vishada. They range from Arjuna, feeling Vishada after seeing his king on the opposite side of the battlefield, to Duryodhana, feeling sorrow as his world crumbled before him until there was nothing left. Vishada can also cause a cycle in some ways. It starts with the initial Vishada, which leads to confusion with the stressing about the future. Next is anger, as we are frustrated by this feeling of helplessness. This is the point of no return. After anger is vulnerability, as we feel defeated by the situation. This finally leads us to make bad choices, as we look for a way out, but it only restarts the cycle of Vishada and torment. This cycle can be broken with the help of an acharya. They can teach you how to be disciplined and pick a new road out of the cycle. Vishada or grief is the undoing of mankind, but this can be changed with guidance of an acharya who will pave the road for you with your best interest. Jai Shri Narayana.
Jai Shri Narayana. My name is Shreya, and today I'm going to be talking about physical discipline. Discipline begins at physical level. Your postures, gestures, what you eat, how much you sleep, and etc. Let's relate to Mahabharata. Kauravas had 11 armies, and Pandavas only had 7, but the 7 were in perfect discipline. Duryodhana's forces did not train themselves well. Even though Kauravas had more than Pandavas, Pandavas had an advantage as their physical discipline was strong. The Kauravas' discipline of their arrays filled with fear, making him lose his personal discipline, blaming his gurus, and doing down all his subordinates. This is why it's important to have a strong discipline so that your actions can determine who you really are and how your lifestyle is. Jai Shri Narayana.
Jai Shri Narayana. My name is Moshe and today I'll be talking about mental discipline is all about training our minds to stay focused and resilient no matter the circumstances. This type of discipline is what keeps you focused on your challenges and tasks at hand. Tale of Kaurava Pandavas. Pandavas displayed mental discipline that eventually led them to victory. On the face of challenges, they stayed focused on their goal and displayed traits like perseverance and righteousness. On the other hand, Kauravas symbolized ego, greed, and arrogance. That's what created their path to defeat. If you have weak mental discipline like the Kauravas, it becomes a challenge to stay focused, and before you know it, your goals and aspirations can slip away. This causes you to become discouraged and make you resort to bad choices. Mental discipline extends to organization, self-awareness, and the ability to pursue relentlessly. Achieving these characteristics can be tough, but enduring struggles is what made the Pandavas so great. So let's embrace mental discipline and unlock our full potential. Jai Shri Narayana.
Jai Shri Narayana. My name is Samvi. I will be talking about emotional discipline. Everyone has felt the following emotions: anger, fear, and sorrow. Some people have emotional discipline to keep their emotions inside and express them in a good way, but others do not. If a person has emotional discipline, when they are feeling anger, fear, or sorrow, they can express it calmly. If a person does not have emotional discipline, they will express their feelings no matter what, by themselves or in front of people. When you are feeling a lot of emotion, you need to talk to a good source. For example, Arjuna, full of doubt and fear, poured his sorrow to the best source, Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna gave Arjuna advice which taught Arjuna how to channel his emotions the correct way. Duryodhana, on the other hand, who was also full of emotion, let his anger out on his teacher, Dronacharya, and the Kauravas army. When people don't have emotional discipline, it can cause them to act like Duryodhana. Arjuna, who knew how to control his emotions, was able to think and go to a reliable source, which helped him calm down. This is what emotional discipline is, an example of why you should have it. Jai Shri
Jai Narayana. My name is Ashita Kandapi, and I'll talk about team discipline from LMG 1. Pandavas had excellent team discipline. On the other hand, Kauravas didn't. The Pandavas had certain order about when to blow their conches. First came Krishna with the sound of Panchajanya, followed by Arjuna with the sound of Devadatta. Next came Bhima with the sound of Pandaram, and then Dharmaraju blew his conch, Ananta Vijaya, followed by Nakula with Sugosha and Sahadeva with Manipushpaka. After came an elderly king from Kasi, who also blew his conch, and then the great warrior Sikandi, who also blew a conch. Nobody went before, and all they waited until the previous sun has faded. Even Drishtajumna, the commander-in-chief, didn't blow his conch until it is his turn. Perfect discipline. When the Kauravas blew the conch, it was not in order and went randomly and systematically, creating chaotic confusion. No discipline at all. Everyone should learn about the Pandavas about team discipline. Jai Shri Narayana.
Ishprana. My name is Anirudh from LMIG 1, and today I will talk about the sparrow seeking guidance. When we're in need of help, we should always approach a guru or acharya who can guide us to the correct path in life. After we approach an acharya or guru, we should have faith that they will make the correct choices for us. This is shown in the sparrow story. In this story, a mother sparrow that is about to get knocked off their tree is worried. But instead of standing there to see if someone will come to help her, she instead searches for someone to help her out. This is when Lord Krishna is approached by the sparrow. After giving some advice to the sparrow, This is when Lord Krishna is approached by the sparrow. After giving some advice to the sparrow, she takes his advice and has faith that the Lord will make the correct choice. In conclusion, this story shows that we should approach an acharya or guru who will take us to the correct path. and we should have faith that our Acharya will pick the correct choices for us. Also, in Upadesh Ratnamale, Sri Mamanigal says, if one seeks one's Acharya, then Sriman Narayana automatically grants Vaikuntham. Jai Shri Narayana.
Jai Shri Narayana. My name is Krishna and I will explain the sloka on page 19. Tata Swaite Hayayukte Mahadisyandane Stitau Madhava Pandavashtraiva Divyau Saika Pradat Matuhu. This sloka shows the universe, a macrocosm, and a granule, the microcosm, similar to a gigantic tree and a seed. According to the sloka, the tree represents the primal sound Omkara, which is the beginning of all the Vedas and the origin of this universe. The four horses represent the four Vedas. The white color of the horses represent purity and the flawlessness of the Vedas. Omkara contains three sounds. The sound is none other than Lord Krishna, the Supreme Soul. Sound is represented by Arjuna, a soul, the truth seeker. The sound represents the strong relation between soul and Supreme Soul. The sound given out by Krishna's and Arjuna's conch reminds us that we all belong to the Supreme Lord and that we should all chant this sloka every day. Jai Shri Narayana.